Welcome to JOKAKAKA. I'm Jim.
I'm Sam.
And today we're here to talk about chapter
69
of JoJolion. Or JoJolion. I don't know. I said JoJolion last time and I felt bad.
Or to say part 8.
Yeah, it's part 8. So yeah, you know the drill. It's me and Sam. We're going to
talk about part 8.
We're going to do a little discussion. We're going to do a little theory crafting, I guess.
You know, standard issue.
Standard.
So, chapter 69 is the Rock Human and the Rock Animal part 2.
Yeah. So, this is an awesome chapter.
I really liked it.
It was just like...
It's short, but it's short and sweet.
Yeah. It gets a little, like, monologue heavy in one part.
But it kind of serves a purpose to remind you, like, basically what's going to come.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that, I guess, soon.
Yeah, so basically... I'm looking at this first panel. I love that art. Just look how beautiful. Like,
I know.
There's just this beautiful full-page spread of Gabi.
When you have to do the close-ups, like the chapter close-ups, like when you start out, it's always really well done.
I love when the consistency with the eye split.
He still has that gap.
Of course he has that gap.
Wait until we get the 4 balls.
Alright, I don't want to just like skim through this whole thing. But, so basically the last chapter ended with Mamakazu, also known as the Planet Appraiser, and he was using his cool stand.
We're probably going to refer to him as Planet Appraiser.
Yeah, until the meme becomes that he has a real name.
Until his name becomes like either better or killed off in the near future.
So yeah, basically he's like kind of, what do you call that? Like ziplining.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ziplining on the ski lift.
Yeah.
The wires.
Last time we saw him, he was getting all this fucking stands dug into his face.
Yeah.
By Urban Gorilla's stand, Brainstorm, I believe.
Yep.
And he was getting his face torn apart, and you're like, oh shit, this dude's about to get fucked. And there's really like not too much of that. We get a better explanation of the stand, and I was incorrect last week when I assumed that the stand can only attack biological flesh or biological matter. Later on in the chapter, we actually see it destroying the ground, so I assume that it can just break down anything.
Yeah, it can travel. As long as it travels through like a physical object, I think it can do is not like an airborne kind of like virus kind of thing. It's more of like you can just shoot it through stuff. Yeah,
we do see him like shoot it out, and we also see him like he touches the little rope that connects the two poles, and he's able to like transfer it that way.
Yeah.
So he's pretty like formidable dude.
Surprisingly, we got very little development on the actual like rock animal or the tank.
Yeah,
I think that would be the big thing to like really like get from, but we haven't really got that much info on this chapter at all.
Yeah, the only reason we know he's not another person is because the title is called Rock Animal, and he explained it, I guess.
Did he say a little bit like this is like not is it like a rock animal like in the?
If I recall correctly, last chapter it had a little page where it like or when they were introduced, it had like a little thing that said like this dude and his name and his stand, and then it just said like Rock. His pet or whatever. They mentioned how he's like a pet.
Yeah.
So yeah. So basically, yeah, we have Urban Gorilla explaining. Do you want to like recall? Do you recall what he explained?
He basically explained like, oh, we're gonna find that Rokaka fruit. We're gonna like from the Hashikata family and take it for ourselves. This new one it's when this new one can cure the rock disease that that plagues the family and like solve all the issues. But we're gonna take it for ourselves. Blah blah blah. That kind of remind you of like the whole like actual like main plot line that's been going on in part 8 with like everyone like the Hashikata family and like with Gabi after this fruit that they're looking for in the branches. Like kind of a reminder like this stuff is the stuff that coming up that's gonna be solved for the most part.
Yeah, that we hope
coming up or like the next big encounter is going to be for this fruit at the house, so...
Yeah, that'll be something to look forward to.
It's basically a lot of exposition reminder, and, like...
I think it really, like, sets up a lot of things, like, for the immediate future. Like, we know... We know that the rock people understand the rock illness that they have, so I wonder if we're going to get, like, a definitive answer.
They know they want to cure... Each family wants to use it to cure it and everything.
Yeah.
And, like, it can do that. That's what they really say. It can do that, but it's a new thing, but we, like... I probably say something about the money, like...
Yeah, they basically...
We're not doing it for the money, we're doing it because it could probably make us more powerful than, like...
Yeah, he was going on this whole thing about, like, how they've not only they have total control over, like, a lot of things in the world, but they've had it for, like, a very long time. Like, they've understood, and, like, I think he said, like, they would, like, seek out the fruit. So I wonder if, like, if it grows in one area, or maybe it's, like, a thing that appears.
I'm still thinking like it's gonna be like on an island. It's on like an island. That's when like the final encounter is gonna have like on this island.
That sounds possible. That sounds pretty likely.
Or some island like off the coast of Japan or something.
I'm just thinking like, what if it's connected to something else? Because maybe like Devil's Palm in Part 7 would kind of appear in places.
Yeah, maybe that.
I mean, like, this is super vague. I'm going off of like one vague line that he says offhand, but I don't know. I feel like there's got to be more to this than just, I don't know, it takes away something from your face.
Yeah.
Because and then he also mentions how like he calls it like the new.
Yeah, it's not like the old one that was like the equivalent exchange one that Kira and Jofume had used on each other, and what we saw on the baseball player, and
that was pretty awesome panel.
Yeah, it's not like that. It seems like a new one that just gets rid of the horrible equivalent exchange. It seemed like they're talking about, because I feel like he used it on that dog that didn't get affected. Remember when he healed the dog?
Yeah.
So
this is just like, I don't know. It'll be really nice to, when everything's finished, to like maybe reread everything and like have more in mind, because there's a lot that I'm just like, okay, I think that like I understand how the Rokaka works, but like I don't know how, like, if Kira wasn't dying when Jofume used his stand and fed him the thing, would they have been just like combined anyway? Like, would Kira have died still?
Like, was it because they fell in the actual like hole, like the earth thing?
Yeah, is that important at all? Is it just the fruit? Is the earth a thing? Because for a long time I was like, I thought the earth itself had I think we talked about this in one of our other ones, but yeah, I don't know.
Hey man, I learned about equivalent exchange because I watched Full Metal Alchemist, so so yeah. Then we also get like the whole like Yasho feeling guilty because
she was the kind of the reason why
they're in the situation.
Yeah, and she feels like she shouldn't have been a part of it.
And they're all saying like, oh god, we all have like defensive stand against this highly offensive one. It's like so we don't really get any real offense against this guy. But But
I think we should get to probably the hypest part that's been in JoJo for a while.
Yeah, while he's like Urban Gorilla is like ranting a little bit. He's he's a dog style, like you see him like working on his arm and everything, and he turns into a crossbow, and he grabs like a fork and he shoots in his eye while he's talking, and he just like fucking like nonchalantly out of nowhere just shoots him in the eye and just pisses him off. In a Corazon fashion, he just kind of freaks out because that's like his Rockman's like ability. Yeah, it's so awesome.
Not only does he like use his stand to fling an object at him, like thinking of like what JoJolion, because I think a lot of people are comparing his power to JoJolion's. Like he disassembles his arm. He like takes his forearm off and then kind of attaches it to his, I don't know, whatever, the stub of his like shoulder part. And then, like, he uses, like, the strings of his body to fashion. I just love, like, this character's only, 5 chapters?
Yeah, probably about 5 or 6 chapters.
And we've already seen him do this, like, crazy thing, like, so he's super durable. Like, he can probably just do anything. I can't wait to see, like, them turn him into, like, a whole, like, structure. Like, turn him into, like, a trebuchet.
He's gonna, like, what's it called? Like, get his arm back. I'm gonna assume he's gonna pick his arm up, right, where he cut it off and just.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why he cut his hand off. Like,
it was
just like a shock thing, like.
Because the stand touched his arm, instead of letting it infect him, I think he had to cut off his arm.
Oh, I guess so. But yeah, but it's not totally
before it
impossible.
Goes through his weird gas mask. I want to see people try to cosplay this guy with a weird ass gas mask.
Yeah, I love like. The tenacity that it takes to like, I'm gonna rip my arm apart, like, and fashion myself into a crossbow.
Well, we have Mountain Tim. Like, I'm gonna lasso myself out into pieces just because I get Mountain Tim.
Yeah, all Mountain Tim ever did was just separate his limbs.
He couldn't leave the rope. It probably couldn't like leave the rope.
Yeah, no.
And not like Bruno, who could like zip like everything apart of him all, and like, or Jolene barely like roped herself.
Yeah, the only time we ever saw JoJolion do something really, like, weird with her thing is when she makes her like, torso into a Mobius strip. I don't even remember those. There's a part where Poochie punches her with Seamoon, and Seamoon's thing is, like, if it touches you, then you, like, cave into yourself. So in order to prevent her from caving into herself, she makes her chest a Mobius strip.
Does she even know? I do not expect her
I
to
know.
actually know what that is.
I know. It's like, why would JoJolion know what a Mobius strip is? She's like, what, at least 19-year-old?
She like doesn't even know what a period is, I swear. Like, whoa, I'm bleeding down there. What?
I don't know what fanfiction you're reading, but
Araki's knowing how to write women. Remember, time ago.
But so yeah, like,
well, the Sixth Sense movie. What is this for? Bruce Willis died at the end. What?
So yeah, I mean, and that's really it. Like after that, so even though he's a badass and he's able to fend off Urban Gorilla,
or he pisses him off at least. Like he's able to draw blood from him. So, but Gappy like realized like I have to like make up for my mistakes of like leaving him there to basically die.
Because
like,
Planet Praiser, like he falls off the lift and he's like on the ground and defenseless, and then Gappy has that awesome moment where he's like, you know what, I've got an order now, and he's like, it's like this kind of reversal where before Urban Gorilla was the one totally in control, and now Gappy's like, I'm gonna turn the tide, and he's like, I gotta save my buddy the Planet Praiser.
And he storms the front. And then so that's basically like him, and then basically the what's it called, Urban Gorilla comes down the what it called, like the little like station, and he shoots the
he slides down.
Yeah.
I love his weird movement is so fun, like
creepy.
He doesn't move like other characters do.
Nah. But yeah, he shoots like his standout, like brainstorm into the ground, kind of explodes, so he makes a hole so he can jump back into his animal tank thing.
Yeah, and that's kind of where we like end up. Like he jumps back into the earth. Gappy, I keep wanted to say like Josuke. Gappy is now away from the safe area, the bedrock where him and Yasha were standing.
Gappy armed but soft and wet, like ready to go.
Oh yeah, and he does an awesome aura. That was a great moment.
You need a good aura.
Every few chapters, you just gotta pepper in a little aura.
I still think the best aura in part 8 so far is like when he's fighting like the soccer twins, and he just like dodges a punch and like punches him in the face once and says aura once. It's like one of my favorites.
I love the single aura, like what's his name? Zappelli, part 7 Zappelli would. Whenever he throw his steel balls, he's like aura just like once.
I want like just like him Ori catching the ball coming back, catching into the Ori like in the face.
Yeah, here's the cool aura. Sorry, we're just like going through the chapter. I wanted to reread this, but we didn't have time to reread it before we did this.
I'm a one and done kind of person. But yeah, it basically ends just like him, like the dude he's back in the tank, Gap, and they're kind of face to face with like this soft and wet looking like at him. So we'll see what kind of trait Gappy can take away from him to stop him from... Also,
it looks like Gappy gets hit with his stand, too. It looks like Gappy's now been hit by rainstorms.
They has before, but they get, like, black spots on them. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be blood, but they get, like, black spots.
Oh, that's what's his face. That's Urban Gorilla. Or no.
That's Planet Praiser. Yes. So, while Yashi watches in horror.
Yeah, Yasha screams in terror. But so that's basically it.
It's a short chapter. They're trying to go through this, so, like, it's pretty short. But pretty awesome. I really enjoyed it.
It was kind of like a good, like, I think I said this last time, like, the fucking Blue Hawaii arc was one of my least favorites ever in a JoJo, and this is like such a high note to come out of that.
There are moments I liked of Blue Hawaii, but yeah, I like this one's being pretty cool. It goes from Planet Praiser started like really silly with like the whole like ski lift like station thing, but now it's like a pretty crazy like kind of like we have the higher ground, we can't get to the lower ground, we're kind of getting fucked by this guy. But I'm excited. Hopefully this will get this like solved soon. Cause I want to get back to like the whole like mystery. Like I kind of want to get back to the main plot to see like what's gonna happen next, or like
I know that's
what
where
Jobin's up to and the mom is up to, and like what the Hishikata family. Cause it's been a while since we like seen the Hishikata family.
Yeah, that's where I am right now. It's like I am really enjoying this fight, but I also am like, I need to know more. Like, I need to know about the JOKAKAKA plants.
Joshu, like, suck his mom's nipples like he said he was going to. We don't know.
I wanted to make a comparison. I just recently read all part 1 for the first time. I watched the anime, but I just read it. And it was pretty good. I liked it a lot more than I did before. But I wanted to say, like, compared to from this part to part 8, which is a big difference in, like, time and quality. Like, the geography of the battle in this, especially in this chapter, was really important. It's like, where are certain characters? What can they do from where they are? What is their, like, range? And I'm looking back, like, the part where Dio puts the mask on and like rejects his humanity. That scene is impossible to read because Dio is just like flipping all over on the ceiling and like it's really like
it's probably the thing that's better would be better animated than like manga
when it's
Dio so like move like so
there's more consistency
agile.
And in the early chapters he never animates the background or he never draws the backgrounds, so it's just kind of like character poses and then a splash of color or I guess just white if you're reading the original. So I just think that's like it's cool to see how he's like how Araki has learned how to like really make geography and like the locations count in battles.
I need to reread part 1 so we can do a spoiler cast on that.
Yeah, we should.
I already read part 2, so when you read that we can do those too.
I really actually liked part 1 a lot more than I did before. The first like 5 chapters or 5 to 10 where it's just Dio and Jojo as like children as like my favorite thing ever. I love their rivalry and how Jojo's dad hates him but he loves Dio.
But Dio like burned his dog alive.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Another tangent. I was looking at there's a website where they archive the original release of the anime and then the Blu-ray version, and then you can like scroll to see like how they changed it, and because there are a lot of changes that they do for the Blu-ray release. Like entire character models change. It's crazy.
Interesting.
Like Dio, like some of the like parts of Dio and Jonathan in the first part are so bad looking until they redrew them.
Yeah.
I guess they're just crunched for time.
I guess so. But yeah, so back to part 8.
Yeah.
So what's your prediction gonna happen in the most assuming that's gonna be the Rock Human and the Rock Animal part 3?
It seems like it's gonna end soon. I think I don't think it'll last more.
One or 2 more parts? What do you think?
I think they can wrap it up in one more part. I wouldn't be surprised if one.
I think it's gonna get to it's gonna still be a fight, but it's gonna end early 4 so they can get the exposition into what's going on next in the 4th part.
I hope so, but like in the situation right now, it's kind of hopeless because like our new dude is like doing nothing. Yashio doesn't seem like she's capable of doing anything, but all Gabi has is the confidence.
Yashio had her moment in the Blue Hawaii, so
yeah.
Now just like Gabi's turn to actually do something. So. I'm thinking it's gonna end like a chapter or 2 this fight, or we'll get like some kind of information out of him before like Gabi brutally murders him.
Shows no remorse against the Rock Humans.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think with his like whole exposition with I keep saying him with what's his name?
Gorilla.
Urban Gorilla's exposition in the beginning of this part or in this chapter rather. It seems like it's kind of guiding the next arc is definitely going to be about like back at the Higashikata residence and dealing directly with the fruit. It seems like things are finally coming to a head.
One thing the planet appraiser to actually like identify the thing.
Mm-hmm. If he survives,
he'll be fine. Or at least his head will probably be like, on string enough.
Oh my god, it'll be amazing. They like bring the Dio part 1 thing back, where it's just like a guy
head in a jar.
Yeah, holding a head in a jar. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, predictions. Any other predictions you think you want to make?
As for like reasonable ones, no. But I'm gonna keep championing my Holly Joestar as the ultimate bad guy.
I'm thinking we're gonna get some kind of answer from, because he's a very talkative Rock Human guy, so he seems like someone that will talk more, like, or like he'll get him on the edge and be like, "Your real plan is this, and your real boss is this." Like,
he's such an improvement from like the 2 brothers and the first few Rock Humans.
The brothers never talked, and like he has a personality. Even Blue Hawaii had a little bit more had more personality than the twin guy, because twin guys were just like henchmen.
I'm calling it right now. Blue Hawaii is not going to show up again.
I think he's going to show up.
We're never going to fucking see that guy again.
I think we'll see him once, or Jobin will show up like, "You told him, didn't you?" And he's like, "No," and Jobin will kill him.
Maybe. I don't know. I want to know what Speed King's power is.
Heats up stuff.
But does it? But like that's
friction.
Like, I don't know. I feel like we're gonna get a good payoff.
Between that and his mom's like card stand. I don't know.
Hers has a lot of potential too.
We'll see.
I really want them to fuse into one person. That's
They're
like my favorite fan
fuse into one
theory.
person.
Why wouldn't they? We already had a JoJo and a Kira fuse into one person.
Yeah, but a guy and a girl fusing together, it's like, oh my god, you have the vagina and a dick.
Rocky would do it. Well, Rocky doesn't know. He doesn't know how to write women anyway, so he'll just make a man a woman.
And then her kid would be like, "My dad is my grandmom." No.
Whoa! Are you my granddad or my regular dad?
I'm gonna make everyone look like my dad, like pretend I have a dad. What did my mom think about dad being my grandma?
Well, knowing about...
Remember Jobin's wife that we never see?
Yeah, actually, I've looked up a a family tree recently to like refresh myself, and I was like, wow, this character, we have seen this character, and she's done nothing. She's literally done
an important thing
nothing.
to get. Like, I think once they like need more information on Jobin, they'll like find her, and then she'll be a stand battle as well.
That'd be neat if she was just like out of nowhere, just like a one-off, kind of like Chocolate Disco. How Chocolate Disco showed up for like one chapter essentially, and like that'd be funny if Jobin's wife was just like, I have a crazy stand. They're just like, no, get out of here.
I take away your friction. You can't move. You get to slip all over the place.
Ooh,
she slips out of the story.
Yeah, she slips out of the
out of the story. I took away your ability to float. Now you're gonna sink in the ocean.
I want to say something. I was looking at on the Stardust Crusader subreddit. Mm-hmm. There was a post that was like, what is the weirdest possible plot twist for part 8? And some of the things are so funny. The one was like, I just have a feeling they're gonna bring Diego back, and it's gonna be like in part 1 when he's headless Dio, and then we're gonna have him put on Joshu's body.
Literally no way, because they literally did the D4C like you both explode and die. Like,
yeah,
they didn't do it.
It just made me laugh really hard. I was thinking about like, oh my god, could you imagine if, like, they can't do the Dio reveal twice? Like, that would just be so fucked
Diego's
up.
head is alive, but like he takes Johnny's dead. Like, so he's a cripple because he doesn't understand how to use a spin, so he's in a crippled body.
That's like the thing.
So he's like a little raptor still, but he has little wheels on his legs to keep like rolling around.
He makes dinosaur wheels.
Yeah, exactly.
We've seen him make weirder dinosaur things.
Or he gets like a chariot and makes little dinosaurs like pull him around.
And then him and Cars have a chariot duel.
But would it be the world Diego? Because that's the one that lived.
Yeah.
I guess.
No, this is dumb. The one thing though that I think is very possible is that Joseph is Joseph Fume's father.
Mm-hmm.
Because the one thing that like gets me like really wanting to know more is that Jofume has a Joestar, a birthmark.
Yeah, because they skipped over Joseph and he skipped over George. Like they skipped over like, you know, whoever. They kept out because Holly's husband. We don't really know either. They
gave a name. His name is Kira something. It's similar to like the original, but it's
actually probably is Kira's dad technically. Then
I wonder. It
probably would technically be the old that old man in the photo kind of Hichikata.
Oh my god! Can you imagine if he showed back up?
Just like Jotaro's dad never showed up. He probably won't show up.
Yeah, I kind of hope he doesn't.
But yeah,
he's also a Kujo. Josefume is a Kujo.
Yeah, but it was a Kujo.
The original way.
Yeah. Well, no. But Jotaro was Cujo.
No, that's what JoJolion.
That's right.
JoJolion
like did that.
Romanizes her name or Americanizes her name.
That's right. Because why not? You make her more Florida man or Florida woman.
She also didn't want to like take the name of her father. She had
daddy issues, but then she loved them.
Yeah.
As you know.
Part 6.
Part 6 is a mess. It's a waste.
It's a bit of a
Part
mess.
6 is a waste. Just like the Florida man governor.
Oh no. Poor Florida.
Part 6 is basically Jeb Bush.
Do you think that JoJolion is like in Irma? Like JoJolion was like trying to stop Irma from happening?
Irma's actually a hurricane stand. That's why there's so many hurricanes in the Pacific.
They're just stand user trying to get rid of
some really shitty stand user like who's to make feng shui to like use to make more hurricanes.
So I guess that's it. I really don't have any more theories. Like I don't want to like just keep this going.
Yeah, not until we get to like a bigger like plot like reveal or we'll have more predictable. This is kind of a short like action each chapter, which is a reminder of what's to come or what's to be answered.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I guess.
Anything? Okay, so that's everything.
I guess that's it. Yeah.
Where can they find us then?
So yeah, we are YouTube. You probably are watching us on YouTube because it's the only place I post it.
Yep.
That's also you might want to check out. We have another podcast called The Nyancast, which is our our sort of main podcast, where every week Sam and I watch an anime with a cat girl in it.
Very little do we enjoy it, but there are some good ones. Like last week we watched Gintama, which we highly enjoyed.
Yeah, that was actually a good one.
So
yeah, most of the time it's like some 90s show that no one's ever heard of, and
you like, oh my god, we're gonna watch this. They're like, oh, let's not watch this.
It's always like there's always this weird level of creepiness to it, and like disinterest, and anyway, it's a good time.
It's sure.
We always have a good Rupert talk at the end.
Sure. Not Rupert talk, just beverage talk.
Yeah, it's kind of evolved. It's an evolving stand.
It's an evolved segment.
All right, so yeah, if you want if you give us a like, give us a comment, give us a subscribe.
Even a review. If
Yeah.
you're on the iTunes stuff still there. So
If you're listening to the Neoncast.
give a review. And if you don't listen to it, give a review anyway.
Yeah.
Help us out.
Help us out.
Tell a friend, tell an aunt, tell a cousin, tell your second cousin to removed, tell a roommate.
Tell your kissing cousin. Tell your cousin you kiss sometimes.
it's fine as long as they subscribe. It's fine.
Yeah.
Listen.
We'll take anyone.
Take any.
Unless you're
If Jojo's your favorite Joe star, then get out.
Get out of here.
I know we talked about this. Like Jojo is fine and not in this part, but
He's the worst JoJo.
he's great supporting character.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
All right.
Thank you for listening.
This is
Then
going on too long.
anything else to plug, or that it?
No, that's it.
All right.
Check us out next time. Araki decides to publish a chapter. We'll give you discussion.
Hopefully in roughly a month, whenever he does. Sometimes even less if we're lucky.
This is the worst time though, because like I was so looking forward to it, and I was like, I know it's coming soon, and now I read it, and I'm like, damn,
I know.
Gotta wait like a month.
I hear the Shonen Jump cover. Oh man, I mean we're getting it soon, like a week later. So yeah, thank you for listening.
Yeah, I was Jim.
I'm Sam.
Bye.
Bye bye.